webcast with our at the Blue Startups headquarters here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to run through a quick overview of the program and then hopefully be able to take some questions from all of you. First, I'm going to do a screen share so that you can see our presentation. And we'll go through some of those kind of overview issues here with our screen share. So first of all, Blue Startups is a venture accelerator located in Hawaii. We invest, mentor, and accelerate startup companies. We were most recently honored to be in the top 20 in the nation, according to TechCrunch. And we were ranked number 17 last year, 2015, so pretty excited about that. Blue Startups was founded in 2013 by Hank Rogers, the man behind the Tetris brand. And we receive funding from the state and private investors. Our program is based upon the TechStars program. It is mentor-driven. We provide lean startup methodology workshops, customer testing, etc. We have a lot of peer-to-peer networking and support. And then at the end of the program, of course, providing you with access and introductions to investors. And our team, Hank Rogers, as I mentioned, is the founder. He's also the entrepreneur behind the Tetris brand. If any of you have ever played Tetris, you have him to blame for that. And myself, Shanoa Farnsworth, my background is in investing, primarily in technology startups here in Hawaii. Maya Rogers, who is currently taking over the Tetris company and is also working with Blue Startups on business development. And Jared Kushi, our operations manager. We have lead mentors that work with each company one-on-one. These are some of our lead mentors. They are accomplished entrepreneurs and investors, and they will be assigned to each company to work with them throughout the program. We also have a broad mentor network. So in addition to the lead mentors, we have over 100 mentors with various expertise, ranging from finance to marketing and legal. And these mentors are both in Hawaii and outside of Hawaii, in Silicon Valley and Asia, and really throughout the world. So this is what we've done so far. We have had 5 cohorts come through our program. We have a total of 40 portfolio companies at this point. We put on 10 demo days because we do a demo day in Honolulu and then another demo day in Silicon Valley at the conclusion of each program. We have invested a total of $1 million into these companies, and they have so far received a total of $20 million in follow-on funding. 75% of our graduates do get follow-on funding, and the average fundraise is $500,000 per company. To give you a snapshot of some of our companies, some of our portfolio companies have included software as a service companies, mobile apps, hardware, and web services as well. So this kind of gives you an idea of some of the companies that we've worked with. What we're doing right now is recruiting for cohort number 6. What we're looking for is scalable technology companies. In particular, we have an interest in travel technology because we can easily connect companies here in Hawaii with mentors and resources in the travel industry. We do also have a focus on Asia, so if your company is interested in selling into the Asian markets, we are also interested in those connections. We are looking for full teams, meaning not solo founders, but founders that have a team. The program will run September 30th to January 30th, and we are admitting people to the program now, so if you're still interested and you haven't gotten an application in, now's the time. So what is the deal? We provide up to $100,000 in funding, the first tranche of which is $25,000, and that is invested for an equity share in the company. There is up to $75,000 in follow-on funding that is also available. So you have $25,000 available at the end of the program, if certain milestones are met. And then $50,000, it's available to be co-invested with a round of funding, usually the Series A. We are, as I mentioned, a member of the Global Accelerator Network. So we have up to $1 million worth of perks, things like server space and PR services and others. We also have our own partnership deals with vendors like PayPal and Facebook to get reduced fee and free services for our companies. The program is 4 months in total. We do take a break at the Christmas holiday. And I think we mentioned the capstone in the Bay Area. So we do spend a week at the end of the program in the Bay Area connecting our companies with our mentor network there and doing our demo day there at the 500 Startups office in San Francisco. So some of the perks I mentioned, we do have relationships with these companies and more. We have reduced fees from Fenwick and West and Wilson Sonsini. We have reduced fee programs with PayPal and SendGrid, HubSpot, Indinero, etc. Lots of different software programs that you can take advantage of while you're in Blue Startups. Our partners in the program, primarily our biggest partner is Tetris. We are co-located here at the Tetris headquarters in Honolulu. Our second biggest partner is the state of Hawaii. They provide us with funding and support. But we're also partnered with several other local companies that provide our companies with services in kind. And again, with the Hawaii Angel Network here and also 500 Startups in Silicon Valley. We're part of the kind of network here in Hawaii that has lots of players. We call it Startup Paradise. And we're on a mission to really build our community here in Hawaii for technology companies and make a more robust ecosystem here to support our companies as well. Okay, I think that's the end of our formal presentation. And what I'm going to do is open up for questions. So let's see if I can do that. I think that you should be able to hit the Q&A button and ask me questions. So let's see if that works. Anyone? No? They can type it in again. Okay. You can type it into the comments section if you have a question, and I can see that. Let's see. Q&A.
It's working, but we can show you what they're asking.
Okay. Let's see. We are waiting for questions. We'll see if anybody has a question for us. I don't see any questions, but I'll give people time. I know there's a bit of a lag in the broadcast. Yeah, it says that the Q&A is turned on. No. No. All right. Well, I'm not sure if the question part is working. Let's see. You guys can't ask a question either. On there?
It should be on the right-hand side.
Yeah. what it says. Question.
I just said something. Did you get it? Oh, so you can see that.
Yeah, or can you use the comment section to ask a question?
So-
Oh. Like so.
Just what we did last time.
And then.
Can you check her Twitter too? If there's anything?
Okay, well, if you have questions for us at some point, you can always email us at aloha@bluestartups.com. It looks like the audience doesn't have any questions for us right now, but if you think of something later, then please let us know. And or you can exit out of the screen and go to the comments section to write a comment there on the Google Hangout, and we'll get that as well. Okay. I'm gonna.
Question. Do you need to be a registered LLC before applying?
Okay, we have a question. The question is, do you need to be a registered LLC before applying? So you do not. And in fact, LLCs, we can't invest in those anyway. So definitely don't incorporate it as an LLC if you haven't already incorporated. What you would incorporate as is a C corporation. But we advise that you, if you haven't already incorporated, that you wait till you get into the program, and then we can help you with that incorporation so that it's done correctly using best practices and using our partner law firms. Okay, going to give the audience more time to ask additional questions.
So Carrie Connor asks, do we need to have a physical product built at time of apply?
Okay, so the question, do we need to have a physical product built at the time of applying? I guess it depends on the product that you have. If it is something like a hardware product, then the answer is yes. We do want you to have at least a prototype, and in addition to that, have a manufacturing plan in place. If you're talking about a software product, again, we would like to see an MVP, a working MVP of that product when you apply. So hopefully that helps. Okay, another question. What are the residency details of the program? By that, I think you mean in terms of the length of the program and the co-working space here. So the program is 4 months. It will run end of September to end of January. The part of the program that is here in Honolulu runs the end of September, takes a break at the end of December for Christmas, and then runs for 2 weeks in January. And then in terms of office space, every team is provided with office space here at the Blue Startups headquarters. And we do expect our teams to take advantage of that office space. So we do require the teams are here at least 5 hours a day. If you have other office space elsewhere, we still want you to be here so that you're participating in the program for the majority of the day. Another question. If we are in the early stages and don't have customers or revenue, are we still eligible? I always want to encourage people to apply. So don't kind of take yourself out of the running. We do take in companies at all stages. And obviously, if you are post-revenue and have a lot of traction, we're interested. And but even if you're at concept stage, we may be interested in that as well. We have a sliding scale with regards to the equity that we take in companies so that we can negotiate that to be appropriate to the stage that you're at. Okay, I'm looking to see if there are more questions coming in. I'll give you guys a little more time. So if you have questions, again, you need to go to the comments section on the Google Hangout. For some reason, our Q&A functionality here on the live cast is not working. So go to the comment section on the Google Hangout and you can ask a question. All right, going to give you a few more minutes. And I know there's a bit of a lag time in the broadcast. Well, I'm hoping that I answered the questions correctly. Okay. Another question. Besides the office space, are there accommodations provided? And if so, what are the details of that? So in terms of living accommodations, no, we don't provide that, but we do provide you with some, I guess, hints and tips for finding a place to stay. We do have a host of different options that we recommend for people with regards to places to stay. So that is the best option for finding. We've never really had a problem with people finding places. So between our staff and your work, we can definitely find a place to stay that works for you. Another question, if we have incorporated in another country, do we have to incorporate again in the U.S.? Yes, again, we do require a U.S.-based C Corp to be able to come into the program. Again, just to apply, you don't need to have that. But when you do get in, then we would assist you in incorporating that. It can be a U.S. subsidiary of the foreign corporate. That's fine, but we do need a U.S. entity to invest. Oh, and now, magically, I do have a question in my Q&A section somehow. Yeah, so that started working. And that question, for those of you who can't see it, is what do you mean by rolling admissions? Is that a rolling start, or does Cohort 6 begin altogether? So yes, what that means is that we do have rolling admissions where we are currently already offering companies with spots in the next cohort, but we will all begin on the same day, which is September 30th. So that's the start date for everyone. It's just that we are really trying to encourage people to get their applications in if they haven't already, because spaces may fill up before the September 1st deadline. Okay. Oh, that was Jay Voss that asked that question. Good for you, Jay, figuring out the Q&A section somehow. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer to see if we have more questions coming in. So you can either use the comments section in the Google Hangout, or you can try to use the Q&A section on the live cast, which someone has figured out how to do. Okay. And give a few more minutes to our audience to ask more questions. If anything else is coming in, I'm trying to think of other things I can tell you that might be helpful. We do expect a minimum of 300 to 400 applicants. So again, if we haven't already responded to your application and you've already put it in, we're just working our way through the pile. So don't worry, we will get to the application when we can, and we'll process everybody through a review. Just giving you a few more minutes. Any other questions, either on the comment section on the Google Hangout or in the Q&A section on the livecast? That might be all the questions that we had. Anything else I should tell people?
East West demo day.
Okay. Yeah. So our demo day this year in Honolulu will coincide with our East Meets West event, which is a large conference that brings together investors and entrepreneurs from, say, both sides of the Pacific. So primarily from Silicon Valley, California, and from the Asian countries, Korea, China, Japan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. So if you do have a particular interest in the Asian markets, this is a great opportunity for you to get exposure to that audience and to investors that are interested in kind of cross-border investing in that way. I have another question on the Q&A. Amazing, it's working. Is it possible to do the program remotely, at least part of the team? So not ideal, but we do require at least one founder to be here on site for the entire program. Other team members can be remote. Again, we think you get more out of the program if you're all here working together. But it's not out of the question, and we will consider teams that are remote or, many teams nowadays are working all over the globe, and we understand that. So, but again, founders, co-founders ideally are here in the office. Okay. And we'll see if there are more questions. And we have 2 people that have found our Q&A section somehow. They get the gold star figuring out how to use that Q&A. My staff can't figure it out right here, so it must be hard. They're really smart. Okay. Giving you a few more minutes. So we again, you can ask questions on the Q&A or in the comment section. Hangout. I really have this urge to draw on myself with the Google effects, but that's probably a bad idea. Okay. Give you a few more minutes. Anyone have more questions? I see more people are logging into the Hangout now, which if you're just tuning in, we have already gone through the presentation and we're in the Q&A section. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and ask those. And again, if you want to reach us directly, you can at aloha@bluestartups.com. Okay. Going to give everybody a few more minutes. And then we'll be coming to a close here in a few minutes if we don't have any other questions. So if you have a question, ask it now. All right, I'm getting the nod that looks to be about the end of our Q&A. So again, get in touch, and I hope you'll apply. And if you have already applied, wish you the best of luck in getting in. Okay, we will sign off now. Aloha.